This is NAB Show Live.
I'm Ryan Salazar, and there's nobody that's as excited about NAB Show as I am. Today we have a very special guest all the way from London, Jeff Mills, Managing Director of SGO. How you doing, sir?
I'm very well, thank you.
Thanks so much for being with us. So let's talk about SGO, how you guys got started, and what you do.
Well, I guess we've been going since the sort of early 90s, and we specialize in developing software for post-production, the sort of TV and sort of and film. We're very well known for our Mystica Ultima system and technology, and we've been developing that over, say, a large number of years now.
All right, so modern post-production workflows have changed radically over the past few years. So let's talk about how SGO is reacting to this.
Absolutely. I think, we've all seen lots and lots of changes over the years. And obviously we're now in a sort of an environment where we're dealing with sort of high resolutions, high frame rate, and obviously we've got now high dynamic range. And some of these things have come through quicker, than other sort of technologies. But we need to actually have technology that's very agile and able to deal with obviously all these complex things we have today. But we've been doing this for a large number of years. So from our perspective, embracing some of these technologies have been sort of relatively easy.
All right, so as you said, SGO recently developed multi-dimensional natively integrated workflow applications. Can you tell us a little bit more about that and how that can contribute to a more optimized and cost-effective workflow?
Sure. So our Mystica system is a sort of all-encompassing sort of finishing solution. So we can sort of do conforming, editorial, VFX work, color grading, and right through to delivery. And to be honest, over the past few years, that's worked very well for us because customers have wanted a system where they can keep as much of the project inside one system and one environment. But clearly, as things become more challenging, you may want to sort of break out some of those sort of tool sets and some of those sort of functions as part of the workflow to make things, say, more efficient. So, say we have a lot of technology inside our Mystica system. And so what we wanted to do is to start slicing and dicing some of those tool sets so they become very specific in what they do, but very efficient, and at the same time very affordable because we're putting those out on a subscription-based model, a pay-per-use model. So the first one we did was Mystica VR, and that was aimed very much at just doing stitching of multiple cameras, to create an incredibly good result using sort of our optical flow technology and all the expertise and knowledge that we have using sort of, say, high resolutions and dealing with these different types of images.
All right, so I remember when HD first came out, people are thinking, I'm never going to need a higher resolution. And then 2K came out, and all these different formats, and we always want more, And so the pursuit of a higher resolution is just never going to stop, even though we think it's going to stop. What
Sure.
are the challenges that SGO is facing with this for vendors?
Well, again, like I said many times, we've been very used to actually sort of handling sort of high resolutions for many years. So in some ways, it's relatively easy for us to sort of embrace, say, these resolutions, especially as they come along. So much so that we have a real-time 8K solution, which the Asian market is adopting now for delivering sort of 8K content. But the thing is, it's not just about having a system that can handle the resolution within sort of like the software environment. You've got to make sure that you can embrace all the latest hardware technology to be able to do that, and importantly also embracing sort of storage technology as well, because you've got to get all that data off of disk to be able to sort of handle these projects with ease, and we're very fortunate that we're able to do that.
So every time I go to Vegas, we're going to go off topic here now. Every time I go to Vegas, we like to hit a new place, a real cool new place, and then it's kind of like an anniversary every year, so we're with family basically. So we like to, get to see places that we've been at in the past. A place I went to a couple of years ago at the SLS, Bizarre Meats, had a lot of fun there, and they'll literally put the whole animal on the table basically for you. So when you're in Vegas and you guys have some downtime, and I know there's not a lot of it, do you have a certain part of town that you like to hit, or a restaurant, or something interesting?
Oh, crikey, that's a good question. I mean, I've been going to Vegas now for, I guess, getting on for 30 years. So there's always there's always great places to go, and actually the thing to do is always to try and find some new places, and very often they're off the strip as well. But I think Vegas is a lot of fun. I enjoy doing the sort of the Cirque du Soleil shows and things like that as well, because they're a great sort of visual experience.
SL 3805, that's South Lower 3805. Jeff Mills, Managing Director at SGO. I can't wait to see you in Las Vegas.
Thanks so much, Ryan.